Welcome back to Satisfactory. Okay, I really like how the monolith came out. We can see it right there. I liked how it came out for the most part, but we do have some opportunities for improvement. First thing we're going to do is just build the supercomputer version using the lessons learned. And we know we want to keep one half foundation of space. Let's lock that if we can. Nudge it to the corner. Okay, we're gonna delete that. Just want to have that marked. And we don't need coded foundations inside a factory that we will never see the inside of once it's built. And we are going to need everything, including this last half foundation. Okay, I've got the supercomputer recipe sitting over there. Since we are doing the monolith, we know it's going to be a vertical situation. It's definitely gonna be kind of close quarters like it was last time, but since we're only dealing with this machine alone, it should be relatively easier to deal with. I think we need options. So we're going to turn everything this way. Just want to make sure that we're in the boundary. And for this, we don't have to have it be like max height, right? We can save ourselves a few resources and just go a clip-free height. Then we'll go over here like this. But we want to make sure that we're not exceeding our space. Okay. Then we don't need a full realm of this. We probably only need one level. So let's just start there. And if we need more, we'll get more. Okay. Kind of like last time, we're going to find our Logistics. I probably should upgrade logistics holes to actual factual toolbar item. Everything goes up, so we want to make sure this goes this way. Everything goes up because the point of the monolith is to show it off, not necessarily to be the most efficient. All right, so here's the interesting thing regarding this supercomputer factory or supercomputer recipe. The ratios are wacky. 2 computers, but we really want to care about the percent per minute, right? So 3.75 computers per minute. 3.75 AI limiters per minute. Okay, fine. It's 0.75. It's wacky, but it's balanced. Then we're at 5.625 per minute. And you're like, okay, well, that's less than double, but okay, but it's still 2.5. Maybe there's hope. And then the other one is 52.5 plastic. So the thing is basically almost 20 times in plastic as it is computers. Now, we're not going to try to provide that many belts and differential, because that would be intense. 52.5 divided by 3.75. Yeah, 14 belts of computers. That we're not doing that. But we probably do want to add some additional options for plastic. So we know we've got 3 easy mode. Oh yeah, we need to make sure that this is right in the middle. We need this one right in the middle. Oh, I'm so glad I stopped and thought about this, because this is not done by a long shot. We need to merge. Maybe I just need to move you totally out of the way. Let's just deal with this, which is we want this to go up, and we want to be able to merge in the new stuff. That was much easier without this guy hanging around. Of course, do we have the space? There's some fair clipping to be had here. Oh yeah, this is a perfect use of the lock. Let's fly around and see, make sure we've got space. Make sure we're okay with the amount of clipping we're going to institute. Well, I was gonna 90 degree it, but we didn't have room. I think the light for that machine is actually inside of that lift. But I think that's going to be okay. All right. So now, is it important for these to be in alignment? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Now, these are all going to one machine, so it's okay. If I add one extra line for plastic, well, that makes it less okay. The last two have to be plastic. These have to go down, right? Because we're lifting all of the inputs up on the outside of the monolith, using the top level as our storage and sorting layer, and then dropping everything down into the machines from above. Can we get this to fit? Ugh. That's beyond clipped. This is, it's pretty close quarters. But I think what I'm going to say is that we don't have to make all these choices right away. Right? Like, we could give ourselves a little bit of a ceiling to work with here. Try to get flat real quick. Right, so the first item, let's just say it's computers. Comes in from above, drops in, goes in here, turns, gets split. Half goes in here. The other half goes back and goes down to the next machine. There. That one was easy and straightforward. They could all be pretty much like that. As long as I get the directions correct. Luckily, the game won't let you mess this up. At least not totally. You can mess it up temporarily, but I don't think you can mess up the blueprint catastrophically. Let's see if we can do an inside split on this one. Move it like there. Jump over here. Nice. And that's no clipping to minimal clipping. All right, so that's the first two. And then we've got the high-speed connectors that we just finished. We could probably just keep doing what we're doing here, right? Until we run out of space, which is coming. If I wanted to, I could probably make a little mini service layer here. But this one doesn't need it because we can pretty much, we keep trying to keep everything as tall as possible. Could probably get away with something like this. All right, well, that's a clear clip. We can't, I mean, we could, but we're not gonna. Have to have some self-respect. All right. Like that, and then ideally we would keep clipping or splitting to the inside here. There's space for us. Let's go higher on this one. All right, and then I think for the last two, we are going to set up a little bit of a service layer. So it's going to come down, connect. Then we're immediately going to go back up. Doing some tiny, tiny huh. You know, I would love to put an industrial storage container right here. I know that's intense. So much for my shorter blueprint idea. Well, see, the problem with this is I was going to peel one of these off. But I technically need to connect two of these. And these are in a really uncomfortable position. Let me think about this for a second. I mean, the top machine here is going to get all the love. So it's going to have two belts filling this, then one belt going down here. We need to then also connect this again. Oh boy. Okay, I got it. I think I've got it. Let me think for a second more here, because what we need to do is connect both of these and a split for this machine. Okay. I think I've got something.
I don't know. Have a good day.
Yep, this is it. So we'll use this one to split it like that, right? And then it'll come down here and drop. Oh, but we're over the limit. All right, that's why we have that. Let's drop this. Move this back I don't think industrial storage containers are meant to be splitters. I often use them as splitters, and I know that they're not reliable, right? Sometimes the top output gets the juice, and sometimes the bottom output. I haven't investigated it enough to know exactly when's when, but fact of the matter is it's not reliable. But in this case, since we're going to be putting in 2 belts and using, less than 1 belt, I think it's okay. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take half of it over here. And then the other half we're going to send right back to the lower level of machines. But we're also going to take this other top part. So whatever goes, goes is kind of the thing. And that should allow 2 belts to go through the system. Oh boy. We've got overlap. We got all kinds of overlap. Okay. Fixable problem. We'll just have to change our orientation a little bit. We'll turn this belt to the inside. Of course, it's clipping right through the power if we do it that way. We need a splitter here. If we can fit it. Oh boy, we are like... We're just running out of room. Though, I guess we don't have to run out of room quite yet. Let's go this way. 1, 2. Okay, so 2 lines of plastic come in. They drop in, they go up, they get stored here, more like buffered. Then one of the lines effectively goes in here, gets split, then we'll drop it directly into this machine, like so. Half of it gets split there. The other half gets dropped down here. Sent on its merry way. Then this line doesn't do anything really except make itself available to the next level. And we're kind of... Let me think for a minute. We've got 2 480 lines. That's 960. It's like, if it's 50, let's just say it's 50 on 1,000. That's 20 machines. We're not going to have 20 machines in a single stack, so this is perfect. Connect one down low and connect one up high. And the plastic just runs straight through like that. So there you go. That's done. Now we just need to give ourselves an easy opportunity to power it. Right? And we can easily power that. All we have to do is connect that one to that one all the way down. And then all we need to do is connect these all the way up. That's going up. These have to be going down, because if any of them are working, they're all working the same way. Not the prettiest blueprint ever made, but it's also never going to be seen once implemented. This is all about the outside. Let's take you out. Cut the crust off the bread, as it were. And that is our blueprint. I think it's probably better to set the height. Let's just make sure this height isn't... Yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way up after all. I just don't want to have any confusion regarding blueprint snapping, right? And if that connects to the top and that connects to the bottom, it knows for a fact that I'm sending the signal to say, please connect this wall to this wall when I'm in blueprint mode. So the only note I have here is that these two are plastic. Now, this is truly a waste because we're never going to see this, but as a note to ourselves, we could do a little thing right here. We'll just say HSC. You order these, the only one that matters is the plastic one. Only because of the disparate input requirement. I think that's great. After Saturday's 2-hour debacle, we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of a break here, try to have a shorter video. I wonder if that's the word they use as the one that must fit. All the stuff doesn't fit, but that one fits pretty nicely. And again, this is inside the factory, so all we're doing is adding quartz crystals to the cost of this factory by doing these labels. But, you know, if nothing else, it makes for good thumbnail bait. And it also allows us to reduce the likelihood of catastrophic error. We'll make sure that we put an icon on this guy. Ooh, is that how you spell monolith? Monolithic. Let's call it that. Monolithic supercomputer. That's the internal sides. We'll deal with the lifts and the external in a separate video or a separate blueprint, because you do want to be able to have that flexibility. Plus, the primary reason that we want to build these separately is just because it does offer us the flexibility to build our way out, right? We need to be able to build one of these, connect it, build another one of these, connect it. Then we have to build one right here, connect it, build one right here, connect it, then build a shell around the whole thing, close off the top, and we're done. We need to make sure that we always have access to this side, so it can't be rotated with the outer shell. But we'll deal with that in the next video. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.